Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Today we're going to have a look at a map which is based on a real-life location on the east side of France, about 20 kilometres from the border with Germany, about 40 kilometres from Strasbourg, and it jumped off the workshop for me for looking like it could possibly have potential. And if you like things that have potential, then maybe you should waggle that finger right about now, please. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thanks for your support. Today's map is Sarre-Union et l'Assas à Bossue by Altitona. And if nothing else, the one thing I've learned from this show is if you say something with enough confidence, people will believe you that that is the correct way to say something. There's your start square, and that is where the town of Sarre-Union would actually be. Off to the resources, lots of fertile land to play with, lots of farming to be played with on this map. And then to the workshop, all we need is network extensions 2, and that's it. There's no prescribed theme, so we're going to go with the vanilla European and of course the realistic 1.2 LUT. Now the roads are okay without being brilliant. So we're not going to be seeing the highest of standards going on with the roads, but they're okay. It's more about the layout. I mean, the roads are a fixer-upper. You're just going to demolish them and rebuild them to how it works for you. If you want to rebuild the actual town of Sarre-Union, then the basics are in place. For example, we're coming up to the main intersection on the map, and it's basically in the right location and in points in the right direction as well. Except for it's a bit clunky, it's not very pretty, and the real life one, I have checked the real life map, is a trumpet intersection. So this looks awkward for a reason, and the reason is a trumpet intersection would have worked a whole lot better. Anyway, we come off of here, we're heading towards the start square now. Come off of here, we have the roundabout. Now we have a national road with a fair amount of traffic heading down towards the edge of the map. We look down there, you can see the edge of the map. That's where it goes to. Anyway, if we go the other way, we are now heading in towards the start. All of your traffic is going to be coming in from this roundabout, down this national road. So it might get a little bit clogged up. Bear this in mind if you are going to try and do a recreation of the city. It's not the biggest problem with this map. We will be getting to that shortly. But then if we head down through here into the centre of town, you'll notice we have some roundabouts on the go. A little one here, a little one over there, a little bit of a triangle going on there. So you can build your city around this little triangle here. You'll notice we are missing a connection on this roundabout. Again, I have checked the map, and that does actually connect to that roundabout, so that is a missing connection. It's not the only missing connection either, for that matter. You notice that there's no traffic coming down this highway here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to the edge of map. Let's have a look and see what goes on with this one. Through the woods, down the side of the river, and you'll notice we've got a chunk of road missing here. Now maybe that is to stop traffic coming in from the edge of map. But if we switch the fog off, which we'll do in a moment, there we go, and have a look at the edge of the map, it doesn't actually connect to the edge of the map anyway. So I'm not quite sure why that is missing a little bit of roads there, but we are. And you'll notice alongside, there's a bit of a clearing down the side there, which is possibly for the rail. Possibly. I've just noticed that myself. Now, if we were to carry on, sorry, wheezing a bit here. Sorry about that. Asthma, be damned. We've got a little bit of a lumpy, bumpy, wiggly, woggly, yeah, right there. And again, I've checked the real life map. It doesn't do that in real life. It's just a standard junction. So, just some things to tidy up. I'll tell you what is nice and tidy though, and that is the Water Street building by Smilies. Just starting to see some work coming from Smilies onto the workshop, and it's good quality, and I think we're only going to see better and better from Smilies, because when you're starting off with quality of this level, you know there's better to come, don't you? It's worked really well as a corner unit as well. You see two sides are just brickwork. And factoids, because factoids. turn into my page. If I can find my page, don't run out of time, BonBon. Come on. Ordinary, not ordinarily, dear. Ordinary you. Oh, come on, BonBon. Teeth. Ordinary yeast was used in the manufacture of high explosives in World War One. Boom. Literally. Sorry, that's really struggling today. Water Street building by Smilies, the wheezy asset of the day. Good grief, let me use my inhaler. I'm back. I might be wheeze free now. Mostly, 80%. Another bit of a road disconnected there, and we'll follow the road along. We jump over here. Now, is that road disconnection to stop traffic flowing through? Let's see if we have outside connections on these two roads. And the answer is down here, we've got no connection down there. And over the other side, down this way, there is... Let me have a peek. No, there's no connection there either. So again, I'm not entirely sure why we have a disconnected bit of road there. I'm assuming it's for that purpose, but with no outside connection, I don't really understand. Let me have a look back down here, back to the highway, which is where we left the highway to go and have a look at the start square. We've obviously got highway connection going all the way across the map. I'm going to go under a bridge, and we'll talk about this bridge and the road that is on it in a short while, because it is possibly the second most interesting thing about this map. Possibly. I know it's kind of disinteresting so far, but I promise you there's a couple of points of interest to follow. Anyway, these then go over this clunky looking bridge. It is a bit clunky. Not only that, blue mantle? No, we're okay. No blue mantle. Except for there is over that side. Did you see that? Yeah. Yeah, mind. We are off in the fog, so it probably doesn't matter that much. And we go under a rail bridge. And then off to the edge of the map. That rail bridge points in that direction. If we have a look in that direction, we have here an outside connection, but nothing. There seemed to be some missing rail earlier as well. So having completed the review, I then opened up the loading screen reports, and there are these 8 items missing, including lots of rail, a couple of trees, and a medieval fort and castle. Things that should have been on the workshop page in a one-click collection probably. But they're not there, so that is a detailing error, I'm afraid.
Are you worried that you aren't using all the best mods? And which ones best suit your needs anyway? Then you need the community voted top 10 mods of 2019. Click the information button now.
And back to Sarre-Union with the shipping and air routes. We have no shipping, which isn't surprising really, and no air routes, which, well, there's no excuse. There's always spot for an air route for those people that want to play the map but not to recreate the actual original town. Water flow, we have a river running through it, and it's a good strong river. It's wide enough, it's deep enough, there is enough water flow going through it. For those of you that want a strong river, you've got enough to work with here. Pretty good. When we get down here, you'll notice a little bit of water glitching once we get past this confluence right here. And I put this down to start of map water flow. I think this will resolve itself in a few minutes. I can't see any reason why that won't settle down. So don't worry about that so much, guys. So anyways, let's come back down. Let's have a look at some detailing. We have a castle on an island in the river. I'm sure that has some historic reference. I've not done any research onto that, but it looks plausible to me, so I'm quite happy with it. It's maybe not the most outstanding bit of work, but given that we're missing a castle in the assets, I don't know. Maybe there's something really good going on. Anyway, this is your start square and the city centre, or the town centre. But beware with this road here. This road here is danger. Danger, danger, danger. Why? If we follow it along, it's going to mind its own business, winding over here. What's that on the left? Is that a castle? Is that a castle? No, it's one of those park life cave things that everybody loves so much, apart from me. And drowned trees as well because of the asset. We're doing so well. If you haven't popped that asset down, be fine. Anyway, we're following the highway, the national road, sorry, up and over the bumps and lumps. Joins up with this road here. And this road here, if we follow it all the way alongside of the river, I don't mind the road so much. It does, though, it does connect with the edge of the map. So we have an outside road connection right there. And it only leads to the middle of our town, which means once we connect it up, we're going to get an awful lot of through traffic trying to get to the edge of map directly, right through your town centre. So I'll be looking to find a way of connecting that onto the highway rather than going through the town. Just beware of that one. Forewarned is forearmed. Terrain work, I don't mind it on the whole. We got some rugged bits like this, and hey, life has rugged bits in it, as does terrain. I don't have a huge problem with that. We've got more detailing little bits and bobs of castles, because this is the sort of world where we do have castles. It's not, Middle Earth, but we have castles in this area. The trees, we've got a mix of what's the word I'm looking for? Vanilla, yes, absolutely. And custom, and the custom trees were clearly already on my system because there was nothing to subscribe to. So if you unsubscribe from everything, these will not appear. Imagine how bad this map could have looked if I didn't have any trees already on my system. Anyways, so it's definitely a map with some issues, but is it a good map? And this is where I turn to you guys. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We'll use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Well, only you can decide, because it's your votes that matter. I don't think it will be. But prove me wrong. You always have 1 or 2 maps in that top 10 that I have myself scratching my head going, did I miss something? Anyway, aesthetically, overall, I don't mind it. I know it's lacking bits. It's just 3-star territory for me. It's a low to middle 3 for aesthetics, but no more. Detailing errors here and there, and of course there's details missing because there are things missing from the workshop page. I can't give more than 2 stars. It could be worse. It's not a 1-star map. It could be worse. It gets 2 stars for detail. Gameplay potential. While it is playable, there are some issues with it, and the rail is just a huge no-no. We need those assets because playing vanilla, you won't be able to access the rail until you have those assets in place. So it's not completely broken. It is playable. It gets 2 stars. Could be better. Sarre-Union et l'Assas Bossue by Altitona. That is today's Français. Le France. Le Bleu. Map. Le Carte. Day. What's day? Day. Ella Day. There you go. I'll remember day later. Since I stopped recording, it'll come to me. Anyway, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, and for joining me for another map in the What's Map series. There'll be another one coming along tomorrow. There's an old one on the screen now if you want to go and have a little vote on that one as well. And thanks to all the BonBonB buddies over on Patreon for your support. I love you all equally, apart from that one there. Thanks for watching.